Shadows of Rednock. In the heart of a shadowy forest lay the enigmatic town of Rednock Falls. It was a place of winding secrets and ancient whispers. This is where our tale begins with two stepbrothers, Roger and Johnny, who were about to uncover a mystery that would change their lives forever. Roger and Johnny had just moved to Rednock Falls with their parents, eager for a fresh start in a new town. As they settled into their new home, they couldn't help but feel an eerie chill in the air. The townsfolk were friendly, yet something seemed off about the place, as if the shadows held secrets no one dared to speak of. One foggy morning, as Roger and Johnny were exploring the outskirts of town, they stumbled upon an old abandoned mansion shrouded in mystery. The mansion loomed tall and ominous, its dark windows seemingly staring back at them. Intrigued by the allure of the unknown, the brothers couldn't resist the urge to investigate. Inside, the mansion felt frozen in time, filled with antique furniture covered in cobwebs and dusty portraits of people long gone. As they ventured further, they discovered a hidden study with a peculiar old journal lying on a dusty desk. Johnny picked up the journal and began to read aloud.
The Legends of Rednock Falls, Unraveling the Enigma.
The journal spoke of an ancient artifact known as the Shadow Stone, a gem said to possess unimaginable power, granting its wielder the ability to control shadows and darkness. But it also warned that the stone's power came at a great cost, corrupting those who sought it for selfish purposes. Intrigued and cautious, the stepbrothers decided to seek more information about the Shadow Stone. Their investigations led them to the town library, where they stumbled upon a librarian named Mrs. Grimes. She was a stooped elderly woman with piercing eyes that seemed to see into the depths of their souls.
"You boys tread into dangerous territory,"
Mrs. Grimes said in a hushed voice.
"The Shadowstone's power is beyond imagination, but its allure can lead even the bravest astray."
Undeterred, Roger and Johnny shared their findings from the journal with Mrs. Grimes. She nodded, acknowledging their persistence.
"If you truly wish to pursue the mystery, you must heed the riddles of the ancient guardian spirits. They protect the stone, making sure it falls only into the hands of those pure of heart."
With newfound determination, the stepbrothers embarked on a quest to decipher the riddles. Each challenge led them to hidden locations around Rednock Falls, places they had never noticed before. Along the way, they encountered strange symbols and unearthed forgotten legends that revealed the town's shadowy past. As they deciphered the final riddle, it led them back to the mansion they had first discovered. In the heart of the mansion's cellar, they found a hidden chamber, illuminated only by a soft, eerie glow emanating from a pedestal. On the pedestal rested the Shadow Stone, a mesmerizing gem that seemed to pulse with dark energy. It was both beautiful and terrifying, drawing them in like moths to a flame. Roger hesitated, remembering the journal's warning about the stone's potential for corruption. Johnny, on the other hand, was entranced by its power, feeling a strong urge to possess it.
"Johnny, wait!"
Roger called out, worried for his stepbrother. But it was too late. Johnny's hand reached out, and as he touched the stone, a sudden surge of dark energy enveloped him. His eyes glazed over with a sinister gleam, and a wicked grin spread across his face.
I can control everything now,
Johnny said, his voice low and filled with malevolence.
With the Shadow Stone, I am the Master of Darkness.
Roger knew he had to act quickly. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small amulet that their parents had given him for protection. It was said to ward off evil influences.
"Hold on, Johnny,"
Roger shouted, holding the amulet aloft.
"Remember who you are."
Johnny's eyes wavered for a moment, the darkness fighting against the light within him. The power of the Shadow Stone flickered, but Johnny's heart was strong. Tears streamed down Roger's face as he pleaded.
"You're stronger than this, Johnny. Fight it."
Johnny hesitated, torn between the allure of power and the bond he shared with his stepbrother. Slowly, he stepped away from the Shadow Stone, the dark energy receding. At that moment, the amulet's power resonated within him, pushing back the corruption of the Shadow Stone. Johnny took a deep breath, his eyes returning to their usual warmth.
I'm sorry, Roger,
Johnny said, his voice tinged with remorse.
I was blinded by its power.
Roger embraced his stepbrother, relieved to have him back. Together, they realized that the Shadow Stone was too dangerous to keep, so they decided to entrust it to the town's guardian spirits, vowing to protect it from falling into the wrong hands. From that day on, Roger and Johnny became known as the Guardians of Rednock Falls. They continued their adventures, solving mysteries and protecting their town from the shadows that lurked in the corners. The town of Rednock Falls would always remain mysterious, but it was now a place where the light of two stepbrothers' friendship shone bright, keeping the darkness at bay. And as the years passed, the legend of the Shadow Stone and the brave brothers who resisted its allure would be whispered for generations to come, ensuring that the town's enigmatic history lived on in the hearts of its inhabitants.